draft of the crypto market structure bill. Our Emily Wilkins, he's now joined by the CEO of Coinbase in a first on CNBC interview. Emily, take it away.
Hey, Frank, thank you so much. And Brian, thank you again so much for joining us on, I know it is a very busy day for you. Obviously, in your tweet last night, you laid out what your concerns are with the bill. Too many restrictions on rewards, not enough CFTC oversight here. You mentioned issues with the DeFi space. I won't rehash all of it, but you've been working with lawmakers so closely on this. Why did it all fall apart at the 11th hour?
Yeah, well, first off, I just want to say a big thank you to Senator Tim Scott, Senator Lummis, and really all the banking and ag committee and their staff that are just working tirelessly to get this done. And Coinbase and I think the rest of the industry is committed to continue to show up as well to make progress. So, we got to see the draft text on Monday night, and about 36 hours later, as we were looking through it, we started to notice some issues in the bill. And we developed this concern that if it went into a markup, the only way to edit some of that base text would have been through an amendment, and the amendments had already been submitted. And so we didn't think it was prudent to have it come out of committee with a bunch of these issues in the bill, which would have been catastrophic, I think, for the average American consumer. And so we decided to voice our opinion about the current state of the text, and without commenting on procedurally whether the markup should happen or not, I'll defer to the Senate on that. And so I think we've got a chance to do a new draft and hopefully get back into a markup in a few weeks.
So even though you've been meeting with lawmakers for months on this, you were still surprised by some of the things that came out in this draft that was released really Tuesday at midnight, I believe.
Yeah, well, this bill is hundreds of pages, and so many of the issues that we had engaged on were present, and that great progress had been made. I know that there's many voices that they are trying to engage with to make sure that people's concerns are addressed in a very bipartisan way. But yeah, there were certainly some things which came out which we were surprised by and had issues with.
And what is your sense about what the next step forward are? I know that you've met with lawmakers today, met with lawmakers last night, meeting with the administration later this afternoon. Is something going to get done here, and what is the time frame that it needs to get done by?
Yeah, well, I think the high-level principle here is that we can't really have banks come in and try to kill their competition at the expense of the American consumer, right? People in America should be able to earn more money on their money. I think stablecoins are an opportunity for banks. They should be able to build great product lines with this. It's an opportunity for crypto companies. Congress and the laws that get passed, they should really create a level playing field and say, this is allowed, this is not allowed. Now, all American companies, go compete, try to build the best products and services. That's great. What's not great is if the banks can put their thumb on the scale to try to kill some of their competition, and they only pay about, 14 basis points on the average savings account. Consumers should be able to earn 3.8% on their stablecoin rewards. And so we're going to keep fighting for our customers' rights and the 52 million Americans who use crypto every day.
I mean, what would you say to the argument that banks have put forward that because of the role they play in the economy, the loans that they make, if they do wind up seeing billions of dollars, as some have estimated would happen going from banks to stablecoin, they say that could have a big impact on the economy. What's your response to that?
Yeah, well, banks don't have a monopoly on lending money. Actually, crypto is doing quite well in this area as well, and crypto is a technology to update all parts of the financial system, whether it's lending, capital formation, et cetera. So I think banks do play an important role in the economy and making these loans. Crypto should be allowed to do similar types of activity. We're not engaged in fractional reserve lending. That's an important point, by the way, because the bank license, what that really allows you to do is fractional reserve. The banks don't have all of your money there. That's why there's so much oversight, and you can have these runs on the bank. Stablecoins have 100% reserve, right? And they're all the assets now post-Genius are held in this short-term U.S. Treasuries. So in my view, it's actually a safer place to store your money, and crypto companies should be allowed to compete and offer loans just like banks.
Interesting. I know, going back to the timing piece of it, Senator Cynthia Lummis, I asked her if this could be done the next month. She said, look, it might be February, it might be March, could potentially be even later. Is that the timeline that you're seeing play out with what you're seeing in these negotiations? Yeah,
well, we're going to keep pushing for urgency here. I think everyone that we've spoken to has a sense of urgency to keep making progress. So this is just a next step in the negotiation. It's causing people to come back to the table, rethink some of these issues, make sure we're signing up to do the right thing for the American consumer, and put out legislation we can at least live with.
This has been the #1 legislative priority for crypto. What is it going to mean if it isn't able to fully get done this year?
Yeah, well, I would prefer to have a bill get done. I think it creates clarity that allows this industry to get built in America. But frankly, I'd rather have no bill than a bad bill, right? The current draft text that was shown to us earlier this week, for instance, would kill probably 3 or 4 different product lines that we have already in market. And so if this is going to be a giveaway to the banks, I'd rather just stick with Genius, which is already in law, and we're able to operate our business just fine in that environment.